What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Ravens here at XOXO, and I am back for another video. And today we just have ourselves what's up, y'all? So like I stated previously, today we just have ourselves a little chit chat. I really like these videos because it gives me a chance to vent. You guys also give me really good feedback, and I appreciate it. So I want to talk about motherhood, and I don't know, there's so much you can say about being a mom. These thoughts came about over time. Since I've had Isaiah, when I interact with other people, other moms or whoever it may be, they always ask if I want more kids, and I automatically say no. And they're like, oh, you got time, you're young, you'll have more, why don't you want more kids? Well, there's many reasons why I don't want any more kids. Before I get into that, though, I do want to say that I love my son. He's the best thing that's ever happened to me. And, he brings a lot of joy to my life and to my family. And honestly, anybody who comes in contact with him, like, everybody just loves him. I don't know what it is about him, but he just has that spirit that people love him. Like, people don't mind watching him for me, and I just really appreciate that. Like, I appreciate my son for who he is and that loving spirit that he has that makes people want to help me with him, or they don't mind watching him, like I said, or they just want to give things to him. Like, we've been in the store plenty of times and random people have came up to me. We were in the store one day and this lady, she was just like, I saw your son, I saw you and your son walking in the parking lot, and I just want to buy him this. And they'll buy him stuff, like complete strangers. So that's just the type of spirit he has, and it just makes people want to do for him. With that being said, like I said, I love my son, but the reasons why, there's a few reasons why I would never or do not wish to have more children at this current time. And I know people are gonna have stuff to say about this, but I don't really care, because this is my story, this is how I feel, whatever. But even though I love my son, he's the best thing that's ever happened to me. Since he was born, I've been inconvenienced, and I've been the only person that's been inconvenienced. And you may say, well, you're a mom, that's just how it's supposed to be. But no, I don't feel like that's how it's supposed to be. I had my child with somebody else, and they don't have to deal with him. They don't have to financially help with him. They don't have to physically help with him. It's only me, and I've been inconvenienced with that since day one. And people may say, oh, well, you pick your baby daddy, and that is very true. I did pick my baby daddy, and there was one point in time my baby daddy would literally drink my bath water. Let's just keep it 100. If you know my baby daddy, then you know that he loved me. We were in a good relationship at one point in time. And once my son came, even before my son came, while I was still pregnant, that totally changed. He just went left, and everything just went downhill from there. So that's one of the main reasons why I would never have, sorry, random person just walked by. Anyway, that's one of the reasons why I would never have another child, because I don't care if you're married. I know the Bible says, you're not supposed to have a baby out of wedlock, and a lot of problems that us single moms face probably do come from us having kids out of wedlock. But honestly, I don't care if you're wedlock, in-lock, out-of-lock, Smith-lock. I don't care. A man always has the choice or option to leave if he wants to. You could be married to this man, you could have this baby, and 2 months in, he decides he doesn't want to be a part of that anymore, and he can leave you. You could be in a committed relationship with somebody, and they can, at a drop of a dime, be like, I don't want to do this, I'm out. And you're stuck with that responsibility. I don't want to put myself through that anymore. So that's reason one why I would never have another child. Reason two, it's not feasible in this day and age. Like, maybe back in the day when the moms could be stay at home and the dads worked and they provided for the family, Yes, and that's probably why people had 9, 10 kids. It's 2021 and things are expensive. When we lived in South Carolina, I paid $100 a week for Isaiah to go to daycare. That was lovely. I could do that. Some people can't do that. I could do that at that time. We moved to Virginia. I'm calling around trying to find daycare. In Virginia Beach, I don't know about other areas. I only know about this area. Virginia Beach, Virginia Beach, Norfolk area. That's kind of the area I was looking in for daycare. Yeah, most of them is $300 a week. 3 and up. I think the highest I was quoted, I want to say, was $345 a week. And then you still have to provide diapers and wipes. I am not bullshitting y'all. $345 a week. Not a month, not every 2 weeks, every week. I don't know about y'all, but I can't afford that. So when they started hitting me with those prices, I was like, oh, well, we got to move back home, because who gonna pay for that? Not me. Luckily, I found a daycare that I pay $175 a week, which is still a lot, and some people can't do that. And you know, I still provide diapers and wipes, but luckily I found a daycare and my son loves it there. He loves the daycare director. He loves his teachers. He loves, you know, he just loves being there. I never have a problem with him going. As soon as I drop him off, he runs right in. And, you know, speaking on the part about being inconvenienced, my son's father does not help. If he does help, it's not every week. It might be every 2 weeks. And he never pays for a full week of daycare. So he'll either give me $70 or $100. And I am thankful, because that does help. But I am still left with the burden of figuring out how I'm going to pay for the following week and how I'm going to, you know, come up with the money for the remainder of that week. And that is not a guarantee that he's going to give me money, because it's been plenty of times that he said, you know, it's not in my budget to help you with daycare, or he's been like, I don't want to help you with daycare. And I just have to take that, because if I don't figure out how to pay for daycare, then Isaiah can't go to daycare and I can't go to work. And that's just that. Like, I just have to take it. So that's reason number 2 why I would never have another child. Reason number 3 is the mental state that I was in while I was pregnant. My pregnancy, you know, physically was fine. I didn't have like any issues with my health during my pregnancy besides being fat as hell. You know, Isaiah was healthy the whole time. I carried him, you know, pretty much full term. He was delivered 2 weeks early, but I mean, he was at a good weight. He was 7 pounds. So at that point, he was just getting big. You know, all of that was fine, but mentally, from the jump, it was hard, because I was dealing with the issues with me and my baby daddy. Like, as soon as I got pregnant, we fell out. So my whole pregnancy was a lot of bickering back and forth, a lot of arguing with him. And, you know, I'm not going to repeat the stuff that my baby daddy said to me. But a lot of it was hurtful. And then, you know, I was dealing with that on top of already being pregnant and being emotional. You're already emotional when you're pregnant. You just can't help it. You know, your hormones are all over the place. But that, and then cope with some of the things he said, like pretty much some things he said was that the issues I was having at that time were my fault, and pretty much that I should have aborted my son when he told me to. I guess, like, in the beginning, my child's father did kind of, like, suggest that I get rid of him in so many ways, but I didn't. So he was like, you know, well, this is your fault because you could have did this in the beginning. So I had to deal with that. And then, you know, just some of the things he was saying it was hurtful. And at one point in time, I don't really tell people this, because I don't want people to think, like, I'm a bad mom for feeling the way I felt. And I don't want other moms to think that you're a bad mom if you've ever felt this way, because you're not. But, you know, in the beginning, I did think about aborting Isaiah. I'm glad I didn't. You know, I love him. I'm glad he's here. But that was a thought that went through my mind. And, you know, like I thought about harming myself while I was pregnant just because of all the stuff that I had going on. I was trying to figure a lot of stuff out. Like, I was living in Charleston, but I was going to move back home. And I was just, you know, going back and forth with myself. Like, am I making the right decision? Yada, yada, yada. My son's father's making it seem like, oh, you're making a horrible decision, blah, 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 whatever, whatever. And, you know, I was just going back and forth with that. I didn't have a job when I moved to Columbia. So I was like, I'm pregnant, I'm about to have a kid, and I don't have a job. You know, that kind of stuff was bothering me. So I had a lot of stuff, you know, going through my mind while I was pregnant. So mentally, I just wouldn't want to put myself through that. And, you know, I still have problems, you know, emotionally with things. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to continue to have these problems because, I mean, I'm just getting started. My child's only about to be 2. So I'm just getting started in this mom game. There's gonna be plenty of times that I know that I'm gonna have moments where I feel down or upset about whatever. So there's that. And I just wouldn't want to put myself through that again emotionally. I felt very isolated when I was pregnant. I felt alone a lot of the times while I was pregnant. And I just really wouldn't want to put myself through that again. And I don't know, most of these reasons might seem selfish, but I feel like they're my reasons, so it really doesn't matter. But so with that being said, all the moms that may feel the same way I feel or have felt the same way that I felt or are pregnant and are feeling the same ways that I felt, you know, just keep pushing and just keep striving to be a better you each and every day. You know, your child needs you, and if you're not happy and healthy, both mentally and physically, your child's going to see that. So just, you know, continue to push through, find a support group, pray if you are religious, journal. I journal, that helps me, you know, talk to friends, talk to family, talk to whoever, you know, you're comfortable with, and just keep pushing and know that you're doing a great job. You's a bad bitch, okay? You's a bad bitch. You somebody's mama, okay? It's hard being a mama, okay? It's hard out there. Mom shouldn't have to work, if I do say so myself. I feel like we should get paid for giving birth. Like, can't nobody else do that? Can a man do that? No. So I feel like they should give us a little something, a little compensation for that. But part of the usual, I didn't want to be before y'all long. Thank y'all for stopping by. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next video. Bye, y'all.